Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. I have been trying to record this reading for about the past 10 minutes, and the cat keeps jumping up on the table, so hopefully that won't happen again while we're doing this. Excuse me. If you like these readings, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new one. I'm using the universal weight again this morning. See what comes out, okay? Knight of Pentacles. All right, so the first time I've pulled cards here, Wheel of Fortune, the same cards are coming out, even with a shuffle. All right, so there is a message that needs to come through, that was coming through in the first round, right? It's just coming through in a different way now. So the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that waits, the overturning. There is, the cycle has ended, the new cycle has begun, okay? And we don't need to wait for that moment anymore. It's already occurred. And as I see that cycle clearing out, that Nine of Wands tells me that there might be a little bit of apprehension and a little bit of fear of the past, but also the end of that becoming clear. You know, the breaking of the dawn in the distance. That 10 is about the end of a painful cycle. Okay, so something is coming to a conclusion here, and or it already has come to a conclusion and you're moving on. Knight of Cups, there is a reawakening here as well available to us. And the end, again, this card came out with the first round too. Very interesting. There's the end of the self-imposed restrictive cycle, or the way in which we tell ourselves certain things. Bottom of the deck is the reversed Queen of Wands. In case you wanted to know, I'm just going to cover up the devil there. What I see with this is that as we move towards the thing that's actually fulfilling for us, we are being met with kind of like a resetting of a belief system, a resetting of a self-indulgent, self-defeating belief system. That's part of what that 10 of Swords is ending. Okay. There's new possibilities that are actually coming up. Okay. And that came up by releasing the past. There's a release that's just inherently happening here. And I know I've said that many times on this channel over the past, however long I've been reading on YouTube, but this is a clear shift over here that is interesting to me, because even though it's slightly apprehensive, it shows the definitive overturn of a cycle that was very painful. With just this setup so far, I can say that many of us are probably experiencing things we've not experienced before. And that those new experiences are rewriting something that we thought was pretty solid in terms of our personal experience. Excuse me if the camera shakes at all. This table seems to be a little bit on the loose side. Okay. The Fool reversed, the Hanged Man upright, and then the Five of Cups reversed. The leap's already been taken. We have to stand still now. You've already made the move. So now you have to wait and see. There's a development here that has to be witnessed for you to see those Two of Cups that you've turned around to view. Some of us have definitely made the choice to view our current experience very differently from our past experience. And that choice has led to a whole new way of experiencing our lives. This feels like a pretty profound change. And with that Hanged Man right in the center, there's this experience of, I'm happy to wait out here and see what happens. There's a delight and a joy in that card that I always really appreciated, because even though it's about waiting or feeling like you're stuck somewhere in one particular moment for a little longer than you'd wish you would be, there is that sort of higher knowledge aspect to it, that I see what this is for. So I'm okay waiting here until I get my information. The information that's coming through is that the Two of Cups is still standing. It's the direct experience of leaving the losses behind. The Magician, we all know who the Magician is, the Manifestor. The Page of Swords looking at the Magician. So it's a new idea of how things get created. And it may be that many of us are recreating something, but it's turning out very differently, or we have created something new and there's a dreamlike quality to it with that Page of Swords. And then the Six of Wands, which is victory. Just going to leave that in the center right there. That Six of Wands is really important to see as the closing card here, because what seemed like a prickly process or a sticky situation potentially has turned into a resolution of healing, a change of mind, and a change of reality. And this change of mind and this change of reality is directly a result of the work that we've put in, both individually and collectively. And I could see how this might add up to collective situations overturning and changing as well. And I know I've mentioned that recently in other readings, but there is a collective experience here of coming to terms, of many of us coming to terms with what we've created and what we've worked for, and getting to see it in the real world is a big change of perspective. Just going to pull one more. The world reversed. We built our opportunities. We absolutely built this. And so we get to, no matter which way it's going for you, there has to be some sort of acknowledgement of the self-responsibility here. Because there's definitely an active participation factor in these cards. So even though it's a victory, it's not a victory granted by magic or by someone else. It's a victory that we worked for, that we earned through our awareness and our participation. So if you have time to acknowledge this, or if this is resonating with you and you have time to acknowledge that gift that you've given yourself, please do it. Because it could be really nice to just sit back for a second with that Hanged Man influence and say, okay, I'm through it. Now what? What's next? All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.